Everyone says reading is power, but how powerful is it? What do you gain from reading books is not only a question that I've received, but a question that I've had to ask myself. What do I gain from holding all of these books hostage on my bookshelf? What do I gain from reading books, from writing books, from selling books? What do I gain from that? I'd like to talk about a book that I hold dearly to my heart, that I take so much pride in owning. This is Pussypedia, and this is a comprehensive guide on women's anatomy. The title is very in your face. The title is very boom, but so is the book. This is such a powerful statement just by sitting on my bookshelf. And some will think, but this has nothing to do with you as a man. It has everything to do with me as a man. And that's why reading is so powerful. When you open yourself up to new worlds, when you open yourself up to new genres, whether it be fantasy or it be romance or it be thrillers, whatever genre you partake in, it opens up a new level. It opens up this power within you that you did not know you had, or maybe you did know you had it and you just didn't use it yet. Maybe you found a new possession within you from that book that you've read. Getting back to Pussypedia and why it is 100% for me, why it is 100% for a plethora of men out there, whether they refuse to read it or they're unaware that it's a book circulating in the atmosphere. These kinds of books are needed. You opening yourself up to, again, another world is so needed because you teach yourself so much about your counterparts, the people that you walk the earth with, the people that you marry, the people that you talk to, the people that you admire. It teaches you so much about them that you would not have known because you're not a woman. You don't have a pussy. You don't have the genitalia that your counterpart does, but that doesn't mean that you don't need to learn about your counterpart. Some will see all of these books on my shelf and think, why is he hoarding so many books? Why does he have so many books that he doesn't even know what to do with? And they couldn't be more incorrect, because when you look at it in the perspective of a non-reader, all of these books that I own may seem like overkill. All of these books may seem like, what could you possibly gain from owning all of these? But when you look at it in the perspective of a reader, you realize just how powerful these books are. I have 329 books on my bookshelf, ranging from nonfiction, thriller, horror. We have memoirs, we have cookbooks, we have books on recommending other books. It's so much on my bookshelf, and I take so much pride in my bookshelf. I've always loved reading. I've loved reading since I don't even know, because I've always loved it. I can't put a date on it. I loved reading in elementary school. I loved reading before I even entered school. I've always centered myself around books because that's my safe space. I love the library. I love bookstores. I love promoting books. I love writing books because I'm an aspiring author. It's just so powerful what you can gain from reading, from writing, from centering your life like I around books. Some will hear the word gain and immediately flock to the word finance. They think that they're going to gain something of monetary value from reading. And that's not necessarily untrue, but that's not true. Reading unlocks such a vessel of unstoppable power within you when you really dive into it, because reading gets you degrees. Reading teaches you how to drive a car. Reading shows you how to balance a checkbook. Reading shows you how to raise kids. Reading shows you how to love thy neighbor and love your I don't even know how to explain it, but reading just does so much for you. Reading does so much for me, and it's so disheartening when people don't see the power that they hold from reading a fucking book. Read the sign. You see what it says, right? So read a damn book. I'll always be an advocate for reading, because when you read, you empower others to do so as well. Others will see that you're going into this bookstore. They'll see that you're sitting in this library for 2 hours, that you're doing this within the pages, that you're reading this piece of work and you're reviewing it and you're talking about it, and it sounds interesting and it sounds like something that they would enjoy, something that they would like to promote as well. So I will always advocate for more people getting into the field of books, getting into the field of short stories, getting into the field of writing, because you don't have to be an author to write. You don't have to write to simply publish this book and gain something from it, whether it be of monetary value or it be of fame and notoriety. Writing gives you the space to put what's in your head down onto paper and you can reread it back to yourself. Maybe you don't want to ever publish it, but what if you have kids? Maybe they want to read it. You have family, they want to read it. Writing is more than just publishing what you have written. It gives you the opportunity to sit with just you yourself and really think about what's going on in your head, what's going around surrounding you. Because when you can get a glimpse of what's going on in your world, or in your outside world, I'm sorry, when you can get a glimpse of that and you can come back and you can collect all of those things that you saw and all of those things that you experienced, you can put that down on paper and write about it. Take, for example, your favorite author. If you had the opportunity to ask them what kicked off your writing journey, I guarantee you it's not going to be they wrote their first novel, they submitted it to this huge publisher, and that was it. The done deal. They got their fucking deal. They got to gain so much from their first ever novel. And that's not true at all, because I don't know if you know about the publishing world, but it ain't easy. It's not easy. It's a very strenuous process to go through. So ask your favorite author, if you had that chance to, what kickstarted your journey. And I guarantee they've always loved writing. I guarantee it started as early as elementary school when they could remember ever writing their first paper, their first story, their first essay. I want to discuss one more book before I let you all go. If you lasted this long, I don't know. But it's Becoming by Michelle Obama. And I know not everyone loves memoirs, so I'm not recommending, or I am recommending that you read this book, but I'm not telling you to go read this book. But what I'm telling you is that this is such a vessel of greatness. And not a lot of people understand Michelle Obama's background. Everyone thinks of Michelle Obama and immediately flock to Barack. And I don't understand why, because Michelle has so much under her belt, so much greatness, so much grace, so much attitude, so much fierceness to strive for better, to want more, to fight for more, to advocate for more. I love Michelle Obama, not even just as a politician, or not as a politician, I'm sorry, not even just as a person, but as a mother. I love her as a creator. I love her as an advocate for women. I love her as just an advocate for everyone. I love Michelle Obama. I love her mission. I love her goals. I love the way she talks. I love the way she promotes unity. She promotes wonderful things for everyone. And I just admire that so much. I admire Michelle Obama so much, and her memoir, Becoming, just showcases how amazing of an individual she is. Learning of her childhood, her upbringing, her time in college, her time in law school, her time in just doing what she has done throughout the years of her life. I love it. I love learning about her marriage with Barack, how they met. I love learning how their dynamic was, how they are with their children, and it's just how they are with their adult children. And it's just it's a beautiful experience to have. And it's because of what? A book. Balancing life is so egregious at times. It just really can break you down when you have to balance everything that's going on. And why not open a book? Fiction, romance. Go read a thriller. Go read something that's going to help you escape from that. That's how powerful reading is. It gives you an escape. Not only does reading inform you on things, but it gives you that chance to flee from the scary things in the world. It gives you that chance to say, I don't want to deal with that right now. I'm going to escape into this world of fantasy. And that's the beautiful thing of it. That's why I'll always advocate for more people reading. So why are you still here, friend? Go read a goddamn book.